Hey guys, if you want to learn how to do a super sleek and seamless ponytail, keep on watching. This is my first attempt at one of these long form tutorials, so bear with me. But you're gonna start on a sleek pony, and you're gonna go ahead and braid her hair down all the way to the end, and you'll grab a black wrap it. I always stretch mine completely out and then fold it in half. Then on one end, I'll add a little dab of glue, and you're gonna put that part right on where her rubber band is at the base of her hair. Make sure you're being very mindful of the amount of glue you use and where you're placing it, because you do not want any glue to get on her hair. After getting that little piece secured down, you're gonna go ahead and start wrapping around the braid. I always make sure that I'm wrapping very tight and really close together so that there's no gaps, especially where her ponytail bends. You don't want any gaps in between. You want to make sure that it's completely covered, just so you have protection from all the glue you're going to be putting on there. So I make sure it's folded in half. I wrap all the way down, and then when I get to the ends, I always fold the bottom of her braid upwards, just so she has a thick base from root to tip. And after you fold it up, you'll just continue wrapping it right over there. And when I get to the very bottom, I always wrap a little bit past where her hair ends, and then I fold that piece up and then wrap back up the ponytail. This will give it a full 360 protection. And once you get to the end of the wrap paper, just add another dab of glue, and then I always go in with a rubber band as well, just to add that extra security. Next step, you're gonna go ahead and grab the bundle, and then I start by adding glue right onto it, and I go about 3/4 of the way up, just so as I'm wrapping the bundle around, the glue will slowly be drying, and so by the time I get there, it'll be that nice tacky texture that you need. And then you'll go ahead and grab at the very end of the bundle, and then hit it with the blow dry just to make sure it's very secure at the very base of the ponytail. And then you'll start the wrapping process. I make sure not to go too close together in my wraps when I'm at the very bottom, but as I get closer to the top, I make sure that they're stacked right one next to each other, just so you are being very conscious of how much bundle you have left, because you don't want to wrap it too close at the bottom and then you're left with little to no bundle up top and it looks really spread out and janky. And then when I'm halfway through wrapping the bundle up, I add the second layer of glue at the very top so it can dry. And when I have a little bit of bundle left, I like to add glue right onto the track and then stick it on down. And please ignore how I am looking in this video and my crusty ass sideburn edge. It was a rough day. And after you have everything secured, you hit it with the blow dry, of course. I hit it all throughout just to make sure that glue is 100% dry. And then I go through and brush out everything, make sure it's all falling nicely. And then we're going to do the little piece of hair that you wrap around the base. So I always pull it out first. I take it from the very bottom, and I take a pretty decent thick size, and then I clip off the rest of the ponytail. And then I will grab it and I'll hit it with my spritz a few times. And then I grab a nice thick edge brush and I brush the products all throughout that piece. You want to make sure to catch any flyaways, any tangles, so this part has to be super duper sleek. And then you'll go ahead and start wrapping around the base. I always start from the farthest point and then wrap towards her head rather than wrap towards the ponytail, just because I feel like it gives it a nice even look. And then once the part or the piece of hair gets really skinny, it fits nice and snug in between. And so I got to the very end, make sure it's nice and secure and that it doesn't unravel when you let it go. And then I'll go ahead and grab my spritz again and hit it just a few more times. And then grab the brush and hit all those flyaways, anything you missed. Just make sure it's extra super duper secure. And then make sure it's 100% dry as well. Next step, we're gonna move into styling it. So my client, she just wanted a super sleek, straight, blunt cut ponytail. So I went through and straightened her whole ponytail. I used my Babyliss flat iron, and then I went ahead and started cutting. I started cutting where the density kind of started, just so it had that fullness from the top to the end. Cut off any flyaways. Then I hit her with a little bit of oil sheen, and this is how it looked. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Bye!